What is going on? I'm Anon Moose, also known as Zedmot. We're going to be doing a sneak peek on warships right now. As you can see, we are on the dev build. That's why I've got a bajillion resources, and you can't download it. Every time someone asks, you can't. You can't. Please don't ask. Now someone's going to ask sarcastically, so I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. We're going to get into a warships sneak peek. I'm going to try to keep this as short and brief as possible, but still drop a whole bunch of knowledge bombs. Warships is taking a major step backwards. Yes, you heard that right. Season 10. As you can see, Season 10 has no name. Season 8, Season 9, they integrated these little names where he was like Take Flight or Grounded. Season 10 has no name. I wish they would have just called it X or something. But obviously super minor. But that was the first thing that hit me when I opened Warship Season 10 was no name? Like, really? Come on. Now you'll notice that I have 40 bajillion keys, 40 bajillion upgrade tokens. I've done that so that I can walk you through the tech tree without having to worry about attacking anyone, because obviously we're on the dev build. There's no one to attack but me. So speaking of attacking, if we hit attack right now before looking at the tech tree without upgrading anything at all, you'll see that when we find the opponent, their name is all question marks. Question mark, question mark, question mark. No, that player's name is not all question marks. I'm going to drop my troops on that account as well. This is their anti-cheating mechanism. If you've missed all the sneak peeks in the past, all of the details, this is part of the new upgrade. What they've decided to do is say, you know what? Those people who have been cheating by trading draws back and forth, we're going to make that cost you. A, you're not going to be able to see your best buddy's name. B, you're going to end up having to deal with that player not knowing who they are or what their name is. So they've also changed it so that the win rate is now based on total wins divided by total number of attacks. So that's going to be somewhat useful. We think it's a step in the right direction. That's the important part. Oh, we've lost. Let's retreat. So now we're going to see who we have fought up against, depending on what that player's name is. You will see it as soon as you get to this summary screen in 3, 2, 1 right now. So you see, we were attacking against a player named Protector Test. That player name is called that because I was using that to test protectors against their base. Now, protectors probably not going to be here when Warships comes. I'm guessing it's going to be towards the middle of May. I don't think they're going to overload us. We just had Crab. Now we got Warships. I think protectors are going to come later on. I don't think they're going to come with Warships, as some people were speculating. So also, in your replay log, you can see what that person's name was. Obviously, during the attack, you can't tell. So that's a nice little step in the right direction. If it's going to be enough, we're going to have to wait and find out. Nonetheless, let's have a quick look at the tech tree. So tech tree, they've got Grenadiers here. One thing to be aware of is I think Grenadiers are going to be useless. Now, this is all 100% me speculating, so during this whole sneak peek, if you see something that's stupid that I've overlooked, that please throw it in the comments, help people out. This sneak peek is not just me telling you everything I know because I'm the smartest person in the world. It's me showing you stuff and you guys coming up with some things for yourself as well. So, mortars, sniper towers, both outrange Grenadiers. As a result, Grenadiers without a hero, without a shock, I don't recommend maxing out Grenadiers or spending any tokens on Grenadiers. Again, I could be wrong, but I think that's a complete and utter waste. So, gunboat going to be important as always. Also, landing crafts also going to be important. This is going to be racy, racy, race. Now, flares, because the shore is so close, probably don't need to upgrade your flares all that much, but level 1 flares, definitely a pain in the butt. 6 seconds only, typically not enough, so we're going to give them a little bit of love. Gunboat, you see I've maxed my gunboat. Nothing here costs gunboat energy except for flares, so realistically, ignore your gunboat for the beginning because we don't have artillery, we don't have barrage. Don't do what I just did. I tend to max things and then go, oh crap, that was stupid. So maxing landing crafts, yes, you get more troops, it makes you more powerful, yay, good stuff. gunboat, just ignore. You do not need the gunboat to start with because how many flares do you need to throw, really? Anyways, moving right along, riflemen are probably going to be our best bet. I'm going to max them simply because why the heck not? It's going to be base race. Look at this. Like, it's full on race, crush the core, and just hope that you're faster than the other person. So, in my opinion, people were super anti races, but then they saw the opposite where you just can't get any engine room. So I really do like the races as a result. So you have to tweak, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. Troop health. There's just a whole bunch of options here in this tech tree that I feel like every season the tech tree has gotten smarter, it's gotten more interesting. Just the fact that flamethrower is off to the side is going to be interesting. Do you go up the top or do you get the heck out? Because there's going to be a lot of bases, a lot of races, get the heck out of engine room level. As soon as you have the ability, unlock that engine room. Get the heck out of there as fast as you possibly can. And again, because people are going to probably be ignoring grenadiers, machine guns, flamethrowers, if you decide to go down that route to get those flamethrowers, I highly recommend you maximizing your damage against riflemen, whether that's going to be with mines or with machine guns, or just go for offense and go for broke and get the heck out of there as fast as you possibly can. If you have anything that you see in this tech tree that interests you or that you think is going to be a problem, please hit me up in the comments because I would love to share that with all of the peoples here. So this is the interesting bit. Between 3 engine rooms and 4 engine rooms, there is all sorts of awesome stuff. So as soon as you can get 4 engine rooms, get out of there because people are going to have to go. Let's just do a nice little screenshot here. People are going to have to decide whether they go up the top. Oops, let's not do that. If they go up the top and get shocks and building damage, or if they go to brick, or if they do both. And then there's building or troop damage down here. And then there's a choice node here, which we'll talk about in a minute, but there's all sorts of routes where people are going to be going up and around and back. And so as soon as you can get the heck out of this area, get out, because anyone who is HQ 12 or under is going to be maxed at 3 engine rooms, and this is going to turn into a complete and utter cluster. So without getting into too many details there, what I'm going to show you is this choice node right here. This choice node is something that I don't believe we've ever seen in warships before, and that is, you'll notice that it's got a cannon and a boom cannon. The cannon and the boom cannon are parallel with it in the tech tree, so we can't have those. And the other choice node is this flamethrower, which is not a mandatory choice. So in order to go this bottom road, you're going to have to go up or back. So realistically, smoke probably not going to be a high priority for people, but for any sort of race, smoke is going to be incredibly useful. Now, this kind of choice node is something that grinds my gears. No one is going to go get cryoneers. Like, there is literally no one who's going to get cryoneers unless they're engine room locked and they're just wasting keys. So these kind of nodes bother me because no one's going there. Speaking of things that bother me about this tech tree, look where Scorchers are. Scorchers are way down the tech tree. No one cares about Scorchers. Same thing, Warriors, this choice node. No one's going to go get Warriors. So Supercell, if you're watching, please make those cul-de-sacs into something interesting. Cul-de-sacs, I just coined that term. Has anyone ever heard that on warships? I think it's a perfect term for that little side spot. You'll notice that heavy choppas are way down as well. Same thing with Seekers. I like that Seekers are a little bit earlier. I did not get to mess with Seekers last season, and I really do enjoy Seekers simply because they ignore flares. Seekers, for me, are a gem of warships that I did not get to mess with last season. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the engine room layouts. We're going to start with 2 engine rooms, then we're going to move right down to 3. The deck is not super inspiring this season, unfortunately. There's 4 getting slightly bigger. There's 5, nice little gap there in the middle. Not that anyone's going to use that right-hand space, probably. Up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So somewhere I missed counting. So that's actually 6. That's 4. I've missed 5 somehow. Don't entirely know how. I suck, I guess is the answer. Nonetheless, let's just quickly look through the tech tree a little bit more. Other interesting things of note, Brick is, because this is going to be race, Brick is going to be vital, I think. Battle orders are super awesome, and the fact that we're forced to get her is nice. I've got this weird love-hate where I like it that I'm forced to get a troop that I'm going to use, but I hate it when a troop that I'm not going to use is often some stupid cul-de-sac sitting there waiting for us to never go down that road. So rocket launchers also, this is the choice nodes that, not choice nodes, but cul-de-sacs that I like having to make that choice. Rocket launchers probably not going to be of any use whatsoever this season, maybe later on, but as you can see through here, we don't get a lot of, there's one building damage there. There's another one down here. Not a ton of building damage on this tech tree. So rocket launchers probably going to be a complete and utter waste. Now, don't forget to subscribe, click that bell. I will be launching Warships videos throughout the season. So this sneak peek is all about showing you what the tech tree looks like so you can get a general idea. One more thing, the chests are the same as they have been, as you can see here. Wooden tier all the way up to stone tier, jumping up to iron, jumping along to gold, and moving down to diamond, and finally legendary for those of you who get there. Now, as you can see, legendary is going to unlock depending on where in the season it is, the different ranks. I really do like that. That's an interesting little twist they've added. And the season is going to be about 36 days. I think it's like 35, 23, 59, something along those lines. Again, this is the dev build. I could be wrong. So anyways, that is my very, very brief sneak peek, just trying to show you along. I know that I have not shown you all of the costs, so let's do that quickly in case you want to jump through here. Not sure who else has been doing sneak peeks. I'm a little bit behind. Life getting in the way. We're going to quickly unlock all of the things just so that you can see all of the choice nodes, what they're going to cost, and hopefully do a little bit of planning if that's your game. I, myself, don't tend to plan until I get to that exact spot in the world, but I know a lot of you like to plan extensively. So for those of you, there is a bit of information for the first 3 engine rooms. Probably not super duper useful, but I'm going to keep this incredibly short just so that you guys have a general idea. So there's our choice node. Bringing in probably the Flotsam is going to be the most useful based on the raciness of this season. That choice node not going to be super useful, and obviously machine guns or possibly even mines, we'll see. I'm excited to see this base race. Now just remember, once it starts to get into a race, I know a lot of people start to complain about how it's a race and there's no skill and stuff. There is a lot of skill in racing, and it's way better than the alternative. Let's find out where artillery is. Artillery coming out after 4 engine rooms. Let's find barrage. Same sort of line. So once you get into the artillery and the barrage, you'll probably need to start upgrading your gunboat, but until then, just ignore the gunboat. I mean, you don't need to throw 47 flares. Obviously, once you get into shocks as well, which is after the 3rd engine room, you'll need some gunboat. But for the first 2 engine rooms, don't worry about it. Save your upgrade tokens for something else. Anyways, that's it. Warships Season X, Season 10. No name for some silly reason. Hopefully it's just an oversight. Would really like to see a little bit more interesting on the decking, on the naming. That's all for me, though. As always, thanks for coming in. Very brief sneak peek. Not super awesome, I don't think, but hopefully this helps you out and gets you excited for the warships, which is going to drop in about, I think it's the exact same time Crab ends, so you can just leapfrog from one to the other. As you can see here, we're going to start with 4 out of 4 chests. Would really like them to decrease that to 2, so those of us who have to work or sleep don't have to start in behind, but we're not quite there yet. Anyways, as always, I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace!